Hello and welcome to the Recammed highlights of Frogs vs Epic Warriors. In round 1, Epic are the human side and Frogs are the beast side. Commanding for Epic we have Hamster and their team, Luftwaffen, Pistolero, Marina Kaveri, Sianastasia, Neno and Kalito. For Frogs, Commander Booling with Kabakudo, Cosm, Crapshoot 668, Zephon, Fix and Hedy. So as we get started into the match, Epic move to their closest mine, seeming to want to take that first garrison. A little slow on the uptake maybe as they get their base mine building. That gives the Frogs first squad enough time to get across the mid and start pressuring them. This means that they can't build a garrison straight away. So in response to this, they move into the mid to try and hold off the initial Frog charge. Immediately, the hunter amongst the Frogs heads straight towards the spawn portal placed by the humans up on the hill and takes that out first. The humans chase after him. So blows get traded back and forth. And once they clear that initial push from the Frogs, they can begin a garrison building. Meanwhile, the Frogs' second squad has successfully taken the west and has put a sub-layer up there. So Frogs with the initial early lead, they have the west sub, humans without a garrison as yet. So garrison starts going up for Epic at the south. Meanwhile, the Frogs' beasts have taken the west. As now there is a sub-layer at west and a garrison at south, there's a continual fight along that channel. So once the sub-layer is up, the Frog second squad comes in and starts trying to push towards the human south garrison, whilst the humans try and push towards the beast's west sub-layer. At the moment the east is all clear, there's nothing happening there. Like at this point to acknowledge Lieutenant Drebin and Perspective for providing a decent match cast for this, and also to Killer Tofu for organising the COIL tournament and matches itself. The Frogs push both their squads, one through the middle and one from the west, and succeed in taking down the humans building mine at south and start pressing on that garrison. Commanders are dropping buffs and debuffs all over the place, but the humans garrison takes some damage. All this of course is slowing the rate of cash that Epic have as the humans, as they haven't got they only got the working base mine at the moment, and they're having to spend money on repairing garrisons and rebuilding mines. Nevertheless, Epic repel the Frogs and try and start pushing them back towards their west expansion. You'll notice primary choices of units at this point are a mix of hunters and shapeshifters and savages and scouts. There is the occasional builder or conjurer, but it's usually chosen when there's something specific to be built. We're now riding along with Kabakudo as a shapeshifter, seeing them taking down that mine and causing some damage on the sub-layer. Got a good use of flicking between range and melee skills, using dodge and block when necessary. Is the last one standing only for a moment until the spawn queue clicks down and more humans can spawn again from their garrison. A nice set of blocking and dodging from multiple human enemies. This all uses up valuable time for his teammates to get sorted. And indeed they have, coming across from the west over the hill towards the human garrison again, keeping the pressure on. As you can see, the view from the Beast Commander, he has a good amount of visibility in the east and west and can clearly see the mid as well. Changing over to the human commander, as you can see humans visibility limited to the south and west. only with the one expansion at the moment. So the two main channels at the moment being from the west to the south and through the south to the mid. Beasts at this point have enough money to start some tech building. Their commander starts building a nexus. We're now following a Rider 1 with Luftwaffen. This is the part of the Epic team pushing towards the Beast's west expansion.
Steam mine is under attack. Destroy this building.
In this case, they were pushed back by a full squad of frogs. They meet again in the middle between west and south. At which point the Epic Warriors win out this time and head back to keep the pressure on the frogs' west side. Meanwhile, the other squad of frogs and the other squad of Epic Warriors are battling it out in the middle. At the moment, there is still no sign of an armory from the human side, but the beasts have Nexus fully up. They also have the slight advantage of having two expansions to the humans' single. Here you can see it's going to be a sack rush from two of the frog team with the hunter trying to cover. The hunter goes around one direction, trying to distract the defenders, whilst the two sacrificers come over the top. Enemy commander obviously informs his team though, drops debuffs on them, and a good strong response from Epic Warriors means that both of the sacrificers are killed. Meanwhile, the Epic squad that's pushing the west is successfully damaging up the mine. A pair of savages, especially when raging, can take down a mine very quickly. Once the mine has been taken down, they now start focusing on giving damage to the sublayer. Response from the frogs is quick. However, some good fighting from Epic leaves a single savage still producing damage on their sub. Sub is dropping to about 50% health at this point. Many of the frogs have the token Saver's Valor on them, which basically allows them to cast Recall at any point in time. This is very handy when you need to get right across the map in short order to stop one of your sublayers from being destroyed. At this point, the humans get an armory up. So, humans have an armory, they have south expansion and a mine at half strength. The beasts have the west with no mine, and the subs at about just under half strength. In the beasts main we see a nexus, everything at full health. The beasts have the close expansion fully up and with a stratospire, and they are just getting the east expansion as well, that's just going up. Once they successfully have the east expansion, they're going to have a large advantage over Epic, simply in terms of map control and in the amount of money that they'll be getting from the mines. Meanwhile, the battle rages in the middle with the majority of both teams. Epic Warriors continue to press that west, knowing that the sublayer is just under half, and successfully destroy it. With west destroyed, humans are in dire need of some more map control. Hence, a garrison comes down in short order. Meanwhile, frogs as the beasts are concentrating on the human south mine. A sacrificial run here by Fix is being followed. This initial run is focusing on the mine, continuing to cripple the humans' economy. Having spotted that the humans are starting to build a garrison west, one officer goes as a shapeshifter and speeds his way